Another toothbrush upgrade is about to start popping up in your feed. This time, Philips has launched its new Sonicare 9900 Prestige. I'm Erin from Tech Gadgets Canada, and first off, thanks for clicking on this video. If you're here wondering what this brush can do for your mouth, what kind of tech and smarts is built in, and if it really does anything, and if it's worth the price, stick with me and I will dive in my hands-on or my in-mouth review. An early heads up that if you end up liking this video and finding it helpful, to please mash that like button and do subscribe, because it does help me keep making more videos that I hope everyone out there gets to watch, enjoy, and learn from.
The Philips Sonicare 9900 Prestige has a couple of key features. Among them, it pairs with a companion app to give you some intel on your brushing. It also lets you adjust intensity settings to switch back and forth between modes, use what's called adaptive intensity, and it gives you scrubbing feedback. More on all that in just a second. The sleek black and gold color scheme definitely cuts a sharp figure on the bathroom counter, and the new charging and travel case looks way more pro and less plastic, lending a luxe feel to the kit overall. Otherwise, the configurations of the brush handle is very much like the previous Philips brushes I've reviewed, including the Philips One and Philips Platinum. What do you get in the box? This toothbrush comes with the brush handle, one brush head, that travel case, which also charges it, an at-home charging base, and a charging cable and plug. To provide a connected experience, you need to download the Philips Sonicare app. Using a Bluetooth connection between your phone and the brush, it allows you to customize your toothbrush settings to track your brushing progress, as well as to receive tips and recommendations. And we will definitely get to more on the app and the data it tracks also coming up.
When you use the brush, it'll store recent brushing data within about the last 2 or 3 days, at least in my experience, and it'll add it to the app when you connect the brush using Bluetooth.
This brush comes with just one brush head. It's Philips' new premium all-in-one brush head model, which is number 83.
This brush head replaces several other brush head options which were designed to provide different and specific oral health features. Kind of wisely, in my opinion, Philips seems to have abandoned the multitude of brush heads in favor of just this one option, which it claims will remove plaque, whiten, and remove stains, as well as take better care of your gums.
Unwisely, perhaps, the brush top is a kind of sickly, putrid orange tone that makes it look like shower mold has accumulated on the brush.
These brush heads have tiny chips embedded in them, which will work with Philips Brush Sync technology. This technology is designed to monitor how long you brush for and how often, and then recommend a new brush head at the appropriate time. You should see a notification in the app is my guess, but I'm not really due yet, so I'm not entirely sure. An indicator light on the brush itself will also pop up, and you do get a report inside the app that'll tell you how many brushing sessions you have left. So one way or another, I think I'll know and you'll know when we're due for a new brush head.
Philips Sonicare 9900 Prestige has 3 intensity settings. There's high, medium, and low, and you can manually select your intensity on the brush using the button or adjust it inside the app.
Another setting on the brush gives you a gentle nudge when you've brushed too long in one area. The quad pacer timer will help you time your brushing by quadrant of your mouth. Start in one corner of your mouth at a time, then wait for the short vibration signal before moving on to another section of your mouth. This is supposed to ensure that you get good coverage and don't spend too long on any one section of your mouth, resulting in the wearing of your teeth. Let's get into some of the other technology. Sense IQ is Philips' catch-all term for the array of technology in this brush. IQ features include things like adaptive intensity, pressure sensing, and scrubbing feedback. Let's take a look at each one of these in detail.
The Philips Sonicare 9900 can intelligently measure the motion of your hand while you're brushing and identify what's called scrubbing behavior. For example, if you scrub back and forth, resulting in the wearing of the teeth along the gum line, Philips says there should be a feedback light on the bottom of the handle that will light up in yellow and change its vibration if it senses you doing that. Even when I was trying to scrub, however, I never saw the light turn on. It was detected and flagged for me inside the app, however.
If you're one of those folks who is an aggressive brusher like I am, you might be interested in Philips adaptive intensity technology. This brush is designed so that if you use too much pressure for too long a period of time, the toothbrush will automatically lower its intensity setting by one level.
The toothbrush also has a pressure sensor where if you push too hard, the handle will change its vibration and the light on the bottom of the handle will turn blue or purple until you reduce pressure. You can also see this in the app. The app, by the way, also records your brushing frequency and average brushing time. Using this toothbrush overall isn't different from your average toothbrush in that the brush head size and shape is familiar and easy to use. It's the technology where things gear up. You can, of course, just brush without the app if you want to, but that's probably not the point of getting this brush, is it? It pays to at least check in on your brushing stats or to use the real-time brushing monitor that will guide you through which teeth to brush and for how long. This may seem like oral hygiene overkill, but again, it's what you're paying for. The brush can be stored sitting on its charging pad on your bathroom counter, and the charging stand is made up of two pieces, a lovely gold pad, and then a plastic stand, and it seems that both pieces are actually required for best charging. I'm still working my way through more battery life testing on this, but the Philips Sonicare Prestige 9900 lasted me about 3 months on a single charge with the minimum twice daily use.
Overall, this is a good toothbrush with lots of features, and many of them don't need the app to perform. The brush is easy to use and to set up. It stores data, so you don't need to sync every single day. It's comfortable, and the brush head is soft and suave. The battery seems to last many months as well. Downsides? The weird orange color of the brush head is a bit of a turnoff. Aside from that, I'd say the biggest downside to this brush appears to be the price. Rather shockingly, Philips has the list price for this toothbrush at about $4.99 Canadian or $3.99 on sale. That is a big chunk of change. So if you've got the funds and you plan to use or at least experiment with all the technology, this is a great brush. If you're looking to save some dough, there are some other sonic toothbrushes out there that can give you a similar but less techy experience for a lot less cost. If you want to read this review or reference any of what I've talked about, head over to techgadgetscanada.com where I've posted a full write-up. You can ask me any questions you have about this toothbrush either there on the blog or, as always, here on the YouTube channel. I'm Erin. Thanks so much for watching. Until the next time, you can find me on either Twitter or Instagram. I'm at ErinLYYC. You can also always catch me through Facebook at facebook.com/techgadgetscanada.